got a rep, right? I mean, I'd love to do like the gang hand signals kind of thing and be all cool, or we can just do Fonzie. That remember how the rep was so important? All right, we all have reputations. We've built them over years. It's the consistency of who we are and how we show up is how people experience our reputation. And we like to think that we have 100% control of what that is. But guys, I'm here to tell you a little something different. Hey, I'm Amy House, and this is a Growing Out Loud, Darlin moment where I hope to help you find just a little more gold in your business or life. And I want to talk about the subject of reputations today. See, I love to think that I work really hard on having a reputation that says a couple of things. One, that I live by integrity and ethical business behavior, that I believe in compassion and kindness, that people experience me in the most authentic way, that the biggest compliment anyone can tell me is that how I show up in this world is how I show up in my real world, and all of those things. But did you know there's actually people out there who don't like me? I know. Really? I'm not their flavor of ice cream? And for years, I've spent a lot of time trying to change those people's perception about who I am and what I am. But here's the interesting thing about reputations. We like to think we have control over what others think about us. And in reality, we don't. Because you see, they come into the experience of us with a past story. Either that story is one that they have naturally built themselves, or it is one that has been shared with them from someone else. And if their story about how they will interact with you has been tainted, it takes almost an atomic bomb to change how they will perceive your reputation. It won't matter how good you are, or nice you are, or kind you are, or how much you will bend over backwards for them. They will always maintain their view of you and your reputation based on the story they have brought into it. And I realized a long time ago that I was spending a lot of time trying to control something that I ultimately could not control. You can't change someone else's story. That's a decision they get to make. And the people that experience you in a positive, fulfilling way, they have come into that relationship with you with an openness and a perspective that works. See, their story is different. But see, you didn't influence their story. They came into it with that story. So all you can choose to be is you. All you can choose to be is live out your core values, show up every day in every situation the same way. You. And quit worrying about trying to change someone else's story, because you're not going to be able to do that. Those people are always going to have the same perception of you. They're not your people. The people that come into your life with a story of openness and engage with you in a positive way, you didn't change their story either. They brought it into the relationship. The only story you get to deal with is your own. So when you're dealing with your own reputation, just understand some will and some won't. It's all about how you perceive you. What reputation do you want to carry into the world? It's your rep. Guys, I hope you found some value today. I hope it spoke to someone, and if it did, we would love to see your comments in the feed. And also, share us with your friends. I'm sure you've got someone out there who's trying to impress somebody whose story is never going to change. I'm Amy House. You know where to find us. Subscribe so that you get more of this kind of content.